Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, the place where two wheels always mean more than just transportation. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting entries of 2026, a motorcycle that's both a nod to the past and a statement about the future of affordable adventure. Yes, I'm talking about the 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400XC, a bike that's been generating buzz ever since Triumph teased its expansion into the lightweight segment. This Scrambler is more than just an entry-level machine. It's designed to bring Triumph's signature character and style into the hands of a new generation of riders, without stripping away the soul that has defined the brand for decades. When you first approach the Triumph Scrambler 400XC, what immediately stands out is its unmistakable stance. From the front, you're greeted with a retro-modern round headlamp, seamlessly integrated with Triumph's signature LED daytime running light that gives the bike a premium feel right out of the gate. The raised front fender, spoked wheels, and long travel suspension hint at its off-road potential while keeping the classic Scrambler vibe alive. The high-mounted exhaust, a defining characteristic of the Scrambler family, sweeps along the right side, giving the bike that rugged edge that makes it look ready for both the city streets and the dirt trails. It's a design that feels authentic rather than forced, paying homage to Triumph's heritage while meeting the expectations of modern riders. From the side, the proportions are spot on. The Scrambler 400XC carries the same muscular yet approachable lines that we've come to expect from Triumph's larger Scrambler models, only in a more compact package. The sculpted tank proudly displays the Triumph badge, and its size has been optimized to balance between practical fuel capacity and a slim profile that keeps the bike nimble. The wide handlebars give it a confident, commanding presence, while the dual-purpose tires mounted on 19-inch front and 17-inch rear spoked wheels hint at its dual personality. The long travel suspension with visible forks adds to the rugged aesthetic, making it clear that this is a motorcycle built for versatility. The seat, finished with a ribbed Scrambler pattern, is flat and accommodating, designed for comfort over both short commutes and longer weekend rides. Looking at the bike from the back, Triumph has kept things clean and purposeful. The LED taillight is neatly integrated, the rear fender is minimalist, and the raised stance is apparent from this angle. The high-mounted exhaust draws the eye immediately, reminding you this is not just a standard road bike but a machine with off-road DNA. The grab rails are functional without interrupting the styling, and the overall rear design communicates readiness for luggage, gear, and accessories as something adventure riders will certainly appreciate. The entire bike exudes balance between practicality and style, which is what makes it stand out in this increasingly competitive lightweight Scrambler category. Of course, a Scrambler is only as good as its engine, and this is where Triumph has made sure not to cut corners. At the heart of the 2026 Scrambler 400XC is a 398cc single-cylinder, liquid-cooled engine, developed under Triumph's new platform that it shares with the Speed 400 but tuned specifically for Scrambler duty. The power delivery is smooth and predictable, making it ideal for new riders, yet lively enough to keep experienced riders entertained. With around 40 horsepower and 37 Nm of torque, the Scrambler 400XC feels spirited in the mid-range, giving it the grunt necessary to tackle trails or make overtakes on highways. The 6-speed gearbox is refined, offering crisp shifts, and Triumph has paid attention to ensuring the clutch action is light, making the bike less tiring in traffic-heavy city commutes. Performance is where the Scrambler 400XC distinguishes itself from other entry-level machines. While it may not be a powerhouse, the bike is incredibly well balanced. The suspension, with 150 mm of travel at both ends, is tuned to handle a variety of conditions from broken city roads to gravel tracks with confidence. The seat height of around 835 mm puts it in a sweet spot, accessible for many riders while still offering the commanding Scrambler stance. The wide handlebars and upright ergonomics make for a comfortable riding position, and when you stand on the pegs, the bike feels natural and ready for off-road maneuvering. On tarmac, the Scrambler 400XC offers stability at higher speeds, thanks to its steel perimeter frame and thoughtful weight distribution, while the Metzeler dual-purpose tires provide grip in both on-road and light off-road scenarios. ABS and traction control come standard, with the ability to disable rear ABS for trail riding, showing Triumph's commitment to equipping the bike with practical technology without overcomplicating things. Braking performance is handled by a 320mm front disc with a radial caliper and a 230mm rear disc, offering solid and confidence-inspiring stopping power. Triumph has kept the system progressive rather than overly sharp, which suits both beginners and riders tackling loose terrain. The bike's weight, sitting at around 179 kilograms, feels manageable and well-balanced, meaning it doesn't intimidate when navigating tight spaces or rough paths. Fuel economy is another strong point, with Triumph claiming close to 30 kilometers per liter under mixed conditions, giving the bike excellent range from its 13-liter tank. This balance of performance, efficiency, and versatility makes it an appealing option for daily commuting as well as weekend escapes. When it comes to pricing, Triumph has played a very clever game. Positioned as an entry into the Triumph family, the Scrambler 400XC is priced competitively against rivals like the Royal Enfield Scram 411, the Honda CL500, and even KTM's Adventure and Duke models. In most markets, Triumph has managed to keep the price attractive enough to appeal to younger riders or those buying their very first motorcycle, while still offering the premium fit and finish that the brand is known for. It strikes a balance between affordability and aspirational ownership, which is exactly what Triumph needed in this category. Living with the Triumph Scrambler 400XC is as much about the emotional connection as it is about the specifications. This is a motorcycle that invites you to explore, whether that means carving through city streets, taking the scenic backroads, or venturing onto light trails. It looks the part. It feels solidly built, and it carries with it the heritage of Triumph's Scrambler legacy in a package that's approachable and fun. For many riders, this will be the first step into the Triumph world, and it's hard to imagine a more inviting gateway. So, after spending time with the 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400XC, what's the verdict? This is a bike that delivers character, versatility, and genuine Triumph DNA at a price point that makes sense. It doesn't try to be something it isn't. Instead, it embraces its role as an accessible scrambler with enough performance to satisfy a broad spectrum of riders. It's stylish without being superficial, functional without being boring, and adventurous without being intimidating. In short, it's exactly the kind of motorcycle that can reignite passion for riding in newcomers while still making experienced riders smile. Triumph has hit a sweet spot here, and it's safe to say the Scrambler 400XC is going to become a common sight both on the road and off it in the years to come. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400XC. If you enjoyed this review and want to stay updated with the latest in the motorcycle world, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Global Bike Buzz, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews and comparisons. Until next time, ride safe, ride free, and keep the spirit of adventure alive.